Oh, I should say that too. I guess I'm a designer too, and I also make zines, and obviously I own this risograph. I'm Ashley Olinger, and I run YEAHYELHSA, which is an online shop and like illustration practice.
Who are you?
Me? I'm Izzy Petty. I am an interior architectural designer and graphic and signage designer. And then on the side, I do zines and printing.
It is a risograph GR3750. And yeah, it's basically like a very old copier that uses soy ink to make really high volume projects. So yeah, it was used in like offices and churches to make like flyers and that kind of thing.
Where'd you get it from?
We got it from this guy in North Carolina who's actually no longer in business because he ripped a ton of people off, including us.
Cool.
So this was, so it was definitely like a labor of love getting it, but we got it, and
you just get a slight sting every time you use it.
a little bit, yeah. Yeah. No, it's been like a great investment. I mean, Dylan and I bought it together after we'd been out of school for 4 months and dating for like 4 months. So it was maybe not the most like responsible purchase of my life, but it worked out. So yeah,
I love that
we basically like both had full-time jobs for the first time, like adult jobs after being in high school and in college.
Mm-hmm.
And we both had money, and we were like, oh, what's like disposable income? Like this is crazy. And so we knew if we didn't buy it, then we would never have bought it. So yeah. And basically, like, we picked this machine because it prints 11 by 17, and it's just like a little bit easier to find the drums for this one than like there's other models like RZs that I know. I think it's an RZ that is really hard to find drums for, and same with the EZs too. But basically, they're just like different variations that had come out like 30 years ago. So
now, are there other models that print larger sizes of paper?
I think 11 by no, you know what? The newer ones definitely print bigger. I think that some of them may be able to do like closer to a poster size or like 13 by 19. But I don't have $50,000 this one, so I really haven't done any research on it because like they're literally like buying a car.
Yeah.
And they actually even have like 2 drums in them, so you could do like 2 color passes in one foul swoop.
I feel like that's what are they called? Like Risolve or something?
Yeah.
They must have something like that because they do like crazy printing.
Yes. So Risolve actually bought their machine the same time we did, and it's been crazy to like see how quickly they've grown and like how much great work that they've like put out. But yeah, I think that they might have one of the newer ones, but I'm pretty sure that the one half of Risolve, I think that he might be like an engineer or something. I think I remember talking to him like early on, and he makes these like crazy rigs so that like they can kind of like just maximize the efficiency of like printing. So that's how they get away with like all they do. Like I think they've done like even like with like thermal printing or something like that. So there's like a texture on it even, which is just so cool. And I wish I could figure out how to do that, but it's like a whole.
They also have a YouTube, and they do videos. This is for our viewers or listeners. They make, because I've used it before, but I didn't print with them. I printed with someone else, but I still use their video about how to construct your file for risograph printing, which was extremely helpful.
Did you use a postscript?
Yeah, something like that, and like they showed how to make the exact colors like for I can't even explain it honestly.
Yeah,
like it was
I know
like
what you're talking
the
about.
video was like so detailed about like making them the actual like I want to say PMS color, but that's not right. It was like making it the actual ink color in the file or something. Because this is what this one guy, Issue Press.
Love Love him.
George, yeah. He's
we're
very
in
nice.
like a crazy risograph group, so like I know
Yeah.
all of them by like their first names. But George was actually.
He specifically requests people to make their files a certain way.
Yeah.
And when I looked it up, Risolve was like the only person at
Yeah.
all to be like, this is how you make your files.
Yeah.
This is how you make it in Photoshop. This is how you make it in Illustrator. Like.
Yeah, once you do it, like, if you do it once, you got it. It's not, like, super complicated, but whenever I first did it, I was like, what is a PostScript file? Like, how?
Yeah.
Whoa. But, yeah, George is, like, a really nice guy. He's helped us through a couple issues, too, so, yeah.
Yeah, he printed the posters for Dog's Breakfast, and he did, an incredible job. It
Yeah,
was really good.
like, people have contacted us. We used to print for other people, but we found that, like, it was just too demanding with, like, we both have full-time jobs, and, like, no one knew what it was when we were, like, not no one, but there was, like, definitely, like, a niche group of people who, like, didn't understand that it wasn't, like, screen printing, so, like, it wasn't going to be, like, a perfect, exact replica, like, every time, because it's not flat color every time, and, like, it was just, like, difficult to do that, but there are a couple people who, like, will still do print jobs for it, because they actually, like, know what's
Which
kind of going on.
The beauty of that is that it's, like, every print is, like, one of a kind.
It's totally unique, and that's what we loved about it when we were first looking into getting a machine, and so that's why we were kind of just like, oh, like, you know, we would love to, like, make this, like, perfect print for you, but, like, we've recommended, I think, Issue Press and also Risolve before for more complex jobs, just because, like, we cannot handle that. So, we do not have the ability to hook this up to a computer, so you basically have to print out, like, separations as if you were screen printing, except not on a transparency, and then scan them in. This is literally just, like, an old as shit scanner. And, yeah, that's basically all it does. Like, it just scans this into, you know, I don't even know. There's no, like, real computer in this thing. I feel strange calling it that. But, yeah, so basically we're going to be printing it 1/2 by 11, so we'll just, like, line it up. It doesn't go to the corners. It goes to the middle.
Center it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's, like, little lines right there that do that. And that was, like, a learning curve for sure, because every time I, like, open it, I want to...
Yeah, because a regular photocopier, it just goes up there.
Exactly, yeah. No, this is why it's special. Yeah, so after, I guess we don't really need this. This is kind of just, like, scale and, you know, just, like, random things that is kind of not
Looks
what
like
we need.
paper size or something.
Yeah, we really don't end up using that very often. But, yeah, so it's pretty simple, honestly. I'm just going to load the paper over here. It is very old, so, like, we try to be, like, pretty careful with it because, again, it's a very fragile machine. But, yeah, so essentially, you are going to make a master, and I can show you the drum. So,
show us all your drums over on the other side too. You could show us some you don't even if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Okay. So, again, it's like really simple. This is called a master. This like piece of paper. It's almost like a waxy texture. And how it makes the print is it will take what we place on the scanner, and it will like thermally burn that image into like the underside of this sheet. And so if you peel it back, it's basically like a screen. Again, it's very similar to like the engineering of screen printing. So essentially you put this tube of ink inside of here, and then it distributes the ink around the screen. And so after the image is burned into the master, we can put it back in. It'll literally shoot the paper in from here and wrap it around this and shoot it back out that way.
Oh.
It's like the dumbest machine, but it's so cool. Just because it's so simple. So yeah, it literally does like a loop-de-loop in and out through the machine.
Okay. And so you click it back in, and then the light pops on.
That's how you know it's good, and like it'll tell you if you need like ink or whatever.
Does it just pop up here if you need it? Or?
Yeah, it's actually like pretty intuitive. I mean, this screen is like seen better days, but yeah, like it's ready to make the master. So then what we're gonna do is, it's already ready because it knows that we are making a new master, but you want to have master making selected, and then you are just doing a flat illustration or photo. So like we would just do line. Photo is if you have like gradients or like varying levels of shade. So that's like how I do it whenever.
Question. So the master, you can like re-burn it
Oh,
essentially,
okay,
or like
so
do you have to put on a new sheet
every time you make a new master, it's a new sheet.
Okay.
So I can actually show you this. It's like the messiest like thing ever. So I'm not gonna like open it all the way, but like there's like this is where all the masters go. It's like a disaster, but it's
where
really
they go
pretty.
to die. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Like you can see some of my thank you cards from my shop are in there.
I love that.
Yeah. Dylan and I have like tried to figure out like how to do something with them because like especially if you print with like a bunch of different colors, it's like really cool like looking. I don't know, it like looks like a rainbow of trash basically. But okay, cool. Yeah, so I think we're good. This is just like for density and speed, and like we try to do it on slow because the machine is old and sometimes it jams, which it very well may. But that's like kind of the beauty of it, like we were saying, like every print is unique and like every time we print with it is unique because sometimes we'll like run into new issues or like errors and stuff, and I don't know, in a world where like you can pretty much fix anything like immediately, it's like kind of rewarding. Like we've had to take apart drums and like replace the like little boards in them and stuff like that, and just like try to rig things, and it's kind of cool because it's like super rewarding.
That's why people like to work on like old car models
Exactly.
and stuff. They
So
love to
it's the
like
same
they love
thing.
the problem solving is like the thrill of the thing.
Yeah, and like Dylan has like a very like engineering mind, so he like loves doing this shit. It stresses me out to no end, but it's fine.
Cool.
So yeah, okay, well we will make the master then. So you literally just like, it's really satisfying. You can press the button. Just press start. And then it's gonna make like a bunch of like really odd noises.
Wow.
Yeah.
My hair gets caught and
Yeah.
I go to
I love the sound it makes when it idles too.
It's working.
Sounds like it's talking to you.
It's yeah. Alright, here it comes. Every time is just like a big surprise. Like the anticipation. Woo! And there it is.
Wow.
Super wet.
That is cool.
I guess I should probably put this up so it doesn't go flying off.
That is nice. Man.
Yeah, so like there's some blank spots here just because like this is the first master we've made, so you usually, like I just used this drum a couple days ago, so like it's inked up pretty well, but like a couple of the other ones we try to like throw them in and just like print through like 20 sheets just to make sure that this screen isn't drying out.
I kind of like it.
I mean I think it looks
I
cool,
think
it's a
it's
cool
interesting.
photo, so.
Yay!
This is like the big mama to the baby
It's
goat.
the Scoby.
Yeah.
The Scoby. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
People
like,
make like fruit roll-ups out of Scoby stuff.
Ew. Okay.
That's
Moving
disgusting.
on.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. The only thing, which like this won't matter, like it's challenging to not have a computer set up because like the paper shifts a lot in here too, and like so we have to manually, I guess like align the layers too. So like that gets tricky.
Oh boy.
So,
We should have done a layered one.
next time.
Okay.
We can.
Part
This
two.
is like how you do that. Is like you basically like shift where the master is printing on like a certain amount. But it's just yeah. So it's tough. But again, it's like kind of like the part of it that I love. Yeah, we'll do a couple more copies. How many do you want?
I don't know. Like 20 or 30
Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll do like 10 at a time. I try to like give it its space when it's working.
Mm-hmm. We'll do it for you.
Hey, I'm Morgan, the other part of How to Make Art Stuff. Just popping in to say thank you to Ashley for allowing us into her home and studio and teaching us all about her risograph. We learned a lot and we hope you did as well. You can follow her on Etsy and Instagram. We'll leave those links in the description below. And check with us back next time. Check back with us next time for more How to Make Art Stuff.